Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we are reading for the overview of Aries season. Aries season will be from March 20th through April 19th. Now, when I am doing the overview, the big reading, and I look at this as kind of like the chapters in our lives, where the general readings are more of the paragraphs of our lives or the pages of our lives. So when I am reading for the longer readings, I use a bunch of decks. I am using my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards for the main message. I will then go to my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. That helps to provide some clarity, kind of fills in the gaps. We then go to my Osha Zen Tarot cards, and what that does is that helps to give us words of advice. My Archangel Power Tarot cards, again, Radley Valentine, and I really like how they kind of summarize everything. We then will be going to another Radley Valentine deck, and I did this, I think, last time. We'll pull one from my Angel Tarot cards. This is a little wordy, but it's got a really nice message. It's very gentle, okay? But the message, I like the messages. I will use, during the beginning part, this introduction, I will also pull from my Rider tarot cards. It's one of the more original tarot decks, okay? Okay. Then I will finish with my Emily Anderson crystal deck. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. Remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? Okay. I am an intuitive channeler. What that means is that I open myself to higher power. Let whatever the message is come through my mouth. My job, just deliver it for whoever might need to hear it. And I do love hearing that the message was delivered. So, like I said, it may or may not resonate. And again, that's great. That's okay. Take what you like. Now, let's go through a little bit of the overview of what Aries season is about. This is just kind of the planetary movements, and just so you can get a little bit of a basic understanding. So on March 20th, Aries season began on 5:38, and this will all be Eastern Standard Time. It is also the equinox. Equinox means equal light and day. Now, in the northern hemisphere, that means it's the spring equinox. And in the southern hemisphere, that is the fall or autumn equinox. And that actually started again on the 20th, but that was like at 5:37 a.m. So they're really very close to each other. So we're just going to say. Now, something with the, I go through some of websites. I don't watch other readers. I don't watch other, horoscopes per se. But I do look at like where planets are and, what time that, they're transitioning or where they're going to be at, right? One of the messages that I picked up that I'm surmising is that, again, this is new start, new beginning of the astrological year. So, with the planetary movements, a lot of the messages from sites, and I do post that on my YouTube community, or I post these, sites that I get a little bit of this information from on my Facebook page. I haven't been really active in my Instagram or my Twitter so much, or my Pinterest, but the overall energy is something big's happening, surprise, get ready for some interesting energy, get ready for some interesting news. Now, is that going to be in your personal life? It could be. Is that going to be in the overall general, world, the life of the world? It could be that too. The thing is that no matter what goes on in the world, we still have to live our own lives, and we still have to make our own choices as much as we can make those choices. So much influences us, and so much, we are held, and I'm getting conscription, yeah. We are held to a certain standard, just because, if you want to have a mortgage, if you, have a mortgage or rent, or we have to pay our rent, we have to, roof over our heads, food in our mouth. So there is certain things that we have to comply with in order for these things to happen. But in some ways, this is also going to be about, Again, I know I talk about it all the time. Saturn in Aquarius, reality versus illusion. And as Saturn gets more and more into Aquarius, and it'll be there for 2 years, we will be seeing more of that. We will be having the choice to see whether that we want to look at the reality or the illusion. Okay? Just letting you know all that. So, overall energy, let's go ahead and pull an angel tarot card. And here we go here. Oops. And the pink deck that I said, they're actually guardian angel tarot cards. That's what those are. This is the angel tarot cards. Let's see what we might have for the overall energy for Aries. And I have my notes right over here, so that's why I looked there too. Because here we go. 1, 2, and 3. As you might know, if you follow, reverse cards have a really strong energy. So we have 3 cards face down. First card up. Oh, get busy, get ready, do your work. 7s, that number is a perfect number. It has a divine meaning. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, get down to business. Money energy too. So the overall energy with this is a lot of the things we've been waiting for, a lot of the things that we've been doing will come to fruition during this time, or at least they will start to pop their heads up. Think of it as with the spring, we've planted the seeds and now they're popping up. We do have to nurture these dreams. We do have to nurture them, keep them watered, or however we want to do that. And again, too, I'm talking about keeping our vibrations really, really high as much as we can in order for them to grow. So this Aries season is about a lot of growth, but it's a lot, new beginnings, new starts. Anyway. Seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. Your next card up is the Ace of Air. Now, air energy is our Aquarius. It is our Gemini. It is our Libra. There's going to be all of these energies, all these air signs will be in play a little bit this month. Some a little more than the other, okay? Air is strategic thinking. It is making some plans. It could also be hearing news. Now, aces are new beginnings. You can think of those as a 1. So again, a lot of the things we've been working on, a lot of the things we've been planting, a lot of the things we've been that we've been wishing and wanting, we should be seeing them start to grow. So this is what's happening in Aries season. Now, brilliant new ideas and inspiration, seeing the truth of a situation. Remember Saturn, I know. Reality versus illusion. A challenging beginning. And that's, and as you're going to see, nothing's going to be, I have some words that I, during my meditations from higher power, nothing, life isn't easy. Life isn't easy. It is a challenge. It is a journey for us, but it's very worthwhile. Your last card here, 6 of Water. So here we have, now it's interesting that in a fire sign, which is what Aries is all about, and remember, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius are all fire signs. They are about, passionate, burning, very determined type of energies here. So we're in Aries. We have our earth energy here. We have our air energy here. And now we have our water energy. Water is Cancer, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. We are finished with Pisces season. It's very emotional. There's a little bit of romance. There's a little bit of nostalgia here too. Okay? 6 is the number of man. So kind of like, what is it that we can create? What is our illusion? I'm getting what is our illusion? What do we need to look deeper into? Now the 6 of Water has a lot of nostalgia in it too. So it's kind of like you need to see, maybe this is about looking back and seeing the truth of your situation. Anyway, memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. Okay, so now, like I said, when I'm doing my meditation, when I'm preparing even, I ask higher power to give me some words, give me some, what I need to share for you. And this one is, and I'm, I'm not going to say, and this is why I really don't watch other readers and I don't read other horoscopes, because I don't want to influence what comes through. But, as I'm preparing and getting times and stuff, I'm sure that there is some of those influences that do seep through. But with higher power, and also too, I was pulling my guardian angels with this too, so to help me with some of these words. And what I got was, it's up to you to claim your personal power. No one else will do it for you. No one else will do it for you. Give your fear to higher power. Life is to be lived. Let go of in what I call stinking thinking, okay? And flying high is risky, but so is living. Live and let live. And what that meant to me was, you know what? People, you do what you've got to do, but you let me do what I want to do or what I've got to do, okay? So, sometimes we can't always do what we want to do, but it is live and let live. Now, these two are here. Let's see what we have, and let's go pull one other card. They were sideways, but I'll put them as reversed. And here we go. Let's see. And like I said, this is my Rider Tarot cards. Now, if we ever get the Death card, please don't be afraid of that. It just means something happens very quickly. So something has to end in order for something to begin, and it happens very dramatically and very quickly. So don't ever be afraid of that card. I've had that in my life, and I'm like, oh, no, but nobody dies. It's just a situation changes quicker, okay? And sometimes it's a situation we want, but we just didn't want it to change so quick. Okay, your first card here is the King of Wands. Now, the King's underlying energy is air energy. And again, we've talked about what air energy is. The overlying energy is fire energy, and I've talked about what fire energy is. The King of Wands is taking a look at the whole big picture. Okay, so with this, look at everything. Look at everything. Don't take anything for granted, but don't get so caught up in the small stuff that you forget to live your life. Okay, Temperance, all about balance. We balance, keeping things in an even keel. Ooh, not evil, even keel. Keeping things. Remember your work-life balance type of thing, and also to your thoughts, words, mind, your heart, your soul, your spirit, your intuition, keeping things in balance, okay? And that means taking care of yourself during this time, getting the proper rest, eating well, doing the things you need to do. Now, a lot of times, whether you're in spring or autumn, a lot of times we need to look back and say, okay, if we're in spring, maybe it's time for us to, go on that diet. If we're in autumn and we're getting ready for winter time, hey, it is still, there is changes in those habits too. So it's kind of I'm getting a really I'm getting kind of a get out of your funk, get out of, and that's F-U-N-K, get out of your funk, get out of your sweat clothes, because, start moving. Now, yes, you're saying, well, if I'm in my sweat clothes, no, the people that I'm talking to, you've been in your sweat clothes and you haven't been moving. So if you're going to wear the sweat clothes, get moving. Anyway, so Aries season, get moving. Again, that would go with life is to be lived. Your last card here, okay, and that is reversed. That is the Nine of Swords. Swords is your air energy, which we've talked about also. And that's the Four of Swords. Four of Swords. There's a lot of things that have to be let go of. There's a lot of things that you need to rethink. There's a lot of things that you need to rehash, and yet at the same time also let go of. Now, fours do have some stability to it, and it's also about organization. Now, remember too, and I know I talk about this, but Saturn and Jupiter become more and more enmeshed in the Aquarius energies as we go on. So again, keep our vibrations high during this time. All of the planets are direct, and they will be direct until the 27th of April. So this is pushing us forward. There's a node that's retro. I'm not going to get too much into that, but most of the planets are pushing us forward. Aries season is pushing us forward also. Now, couple of things that I thought were important. was the 21st of March and the 22nd of March. We had, well, the 21st, we had Venus entering Aries, okay? Venus is emotions. Venus is about love, relationships. And as it enters into Aries, it is, it is passionate. It is bringing things up in our emotional states and also in our relationships. And then we have, though, Gemini is trined with Saturn and Aquarius. That is really, that's, okay, Saturn is what, like I've talked about that all the time. And Gemini is about independent thinking. Geminis are very independent thinkers, and they do, they're very quick-witted also. So there's something, just think about that 21st, 22nd, especially with your relationships, especially with how you are viewing your relationships, okay? Now, we jump down to the 28th of March, and we've got some interesting stuff going on there too. The 28th of March, the moon will be full. It will be in Libra at 6:27 p.m., again, Eastern Standard Time. Now, it is trine. There is a grand trine with that. Now, that is also, grand trines are very lucky. They're very, oh my goodness, what do I want to say about a grand trine? They're very magical in many ways, and they are times for great manifestation. So remember, new moon to full moon, as the moon is waxing and getting bigger, that's when we're requesting. Full moon to new moon, as it gets smaller, waning, that's when we let go. The full moon is one of those times where we do it all. We do release, relinquish, request. Release what we don't need anymore, release what's holding us back, relinquish what we don't need anymore, and request the good stuff. And remember, we have so much Aquarius energy, we need to speak it out. So there is going to be, the trine, full moon in Libra, it trines with Saturn in Aquarius. Now remember, Libra is about balance. Libra likes balance. But Saturn, Saturn in Aquarius wants to bring things out to you. So there could be a little bit of information that comes out, or situations that you're like, oh my gosh. But we need that. Libra needed to balance it, because people were too strongly one way, and so this is to balance the other. Now, the Libra is trined with Jupiter, which is also in Aquarius. That's about good fortune. So there could be some changes in fortune for the positive, okay? That could bring money in also. Then we have Libra trines with Mars in Gemini. And remember, Mars is an Aries energy. But, so this is the warrior. This is the, going into battle type of energy. But Gemini has you thinking through this. Gemini is kind of like pick your battles, choose wisely. What is it that you really want to go after? So the full moon in Libra is going to be about, it could be about sudden changes, shifts. It will go towards the positive, though of course full moons are always a little bit uncomfortable for many of us. Unexpected information, unexpected kind of like, surprise, this is happening. Again, too, I talk about when, I never say to worship the moon. Higher power is for who I worship, or, who I connect with, I should say. But a full moon is a divine creation, so I do feel that the energies do scientifically affect us. It affects the world. So it is a good time to make that connection and to put out your energies, okay? That's where I say release, relinquish, and request. Whew! Now, I didn't put a date on this, and I don't know why, but Mercury is in Pisces at this time. It's going to be conjunct with Neptune, which is also in Pisces, and they're both at 21 degrees. So there's something going on there, and it's going to be between the 28th and the 3rd of April. I think it was like the 28th through the 31st of March, but I didn't put a date on that. My bad. Anyway, it connected with me because again, Mercury is about communications, and and Neptune and Pisces, they do delve into that darker place, that darker area. So this could be some dark, deep secrets, conversations, notifications happening. But the thing is, with that full moon, again, so as things kind of, I don't know, do we want to say they get set in motion? It could be some of these things are brought to that light, okay? Because, Libra, air energy, Aquarius, air energy, Gemini, air energy. Okay. Then we go on to April 3rd. April 3rd, Mercury is entering into Aries at 11:42 p.m. Now, let's see what we want to say about that. Now, Aries fire sign. I am going to say, watch what you say. Watch what you talk about. Aries might push you forward, and you may overpromise. So you may say, sure, I can get that done, and then afterwards, as you're trying to get something done, especially in your work, you're like, oh my gosh, I said I could get it done, but I didn't know I had to get it done yesterday. So just watch your mouth, watch what you say, because I do feel that there's going to be some impulsive type of communication at this time. So let's go on and see what we have here for the 3rd of April when Mercury changes. Here we go. 3 of air. Okay, so 3s have a celestial type of energy. 3 of air is a recovery time. To me, that's the 3 of swords. I look at that as recovering. So this could be one of those times, maybe this communication will be where somebody comes back into your life and you need to, have a really strong conversation about your relationship. But the 3 of air, that's the 3 of swords. So it's that heart with those 3 swords. And everyone's like, no, 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 along with the death card. Put those away, put those away. It is about recovering. It is about healing. It is about getting things out. I'm kind of getting this, like you need to regurgitate the emotion in order for you to heal again, okay? So that could be vomiting of the mouth, and I don't mean you're going to physically get sick, but it's just like so much stuff just comes out. So, again, I'm going to say be careful a little bit too, because once it leaves, it can never come back, okay? So great sadness, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself or others. Reverse, let's see what we have here. 9 of fire. 9s have that finality, completion energy. We've talked about fire energy. I love her. She is so strong. Whether you be male or female, it doesn't matter. She has such great strength. So, I like to call her the dragon tamer or the dragon slayer. Sometimes there are dragons that we need to slay. So this is all about standing firm. Okay, so if you're going to say something, mean what you say and say what you mean, okay? Don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. And your last card here, the 10 of earth. Now I love this. 10's transitional number. Earth is, again, the number that we talked about, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Very solid energy. And I think we have actually on the 14th, we actually have Venus entering Taurus. So between, I would say, the 3rd and the 14th, you could see some stabilization in your emotions and in your family life too, okay? Because this is about a very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. Now, we do come to that new moon, and let's see where my cards are. There they are. We have that new moon in April on the 11th. It is in Aries, and that's at 10:30 p.m. New moons begin new projects, new starts, new anything, okay? So let's just take one card for the new moon and see what we have here. King of Swords. Okay, so remember the king underlying energy is air, which is swords. Oh, and the swords energy is air. Okay, so this is air. So this would be your again your Aquarius, your Gemini, your Libra. The King of Swords is like this is the oldest of the decks. This is the oldest of the cards, and this brings about great wisdom. So if this is something that you want, if you are planning on starting a new project at this time, this is a time really think things through. But, and again, too, I'm always saying, connect with your higher power, your guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine archangels, whoever that is for you, because they will guide you. And that is actually where wisdom does help. Wisdom does come, is knowing that there is more than just you. Just thinking that we have all the answers is arrogance. So we don't have all the answers, but we know how to find many or some of those answers. The King of Swords, though, is just, it sees clearly, and I get the word crisp. Crisp, so is that, so basically crisp, whoever, I don't know, but I'm getting the word crisp. Okay, I talked about the 14th of April, Venus entering Taurus, which is an earth sign. I do feel that is going to be, that the emotions are going to start stabilizing more and more. And also this will be developing relationships. It'll be really kind of learning what makes other people tick. Okay. And then we come to the 19th of April and Taurus season begins. And so Taurus season will begin at 4:34 p.m. Now, let's just pull one from my arcane. Okay, there we go. Oh, we got a bunch that just fell out. So let's see what we might have going on for Taurus. We're just going to do these real quick. Knight's underlying energy is fire. Ariel is earth energy. We've talked about that. Basically, in Taurus, there's going to be a lot to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan, being watched over by someone kind, trustworthy, understanding, devoted, and funny. So Taurus is coming out already as a lot of this stuff has helped us to prepare, and now it's time to get busy. And remember, nights are directional. Here we go with the Page of Fire reversed. Page of Fire is follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge. Opportunities for excitement and adventure. Gabriel is fire energy. Energetic, brave, optimistic, playful. Underlying energy of a page is earth. Now, we come back to, and again reversed, we come back to King of Michael. Now, King of Michael is the same as the King of Air. Okay? So, principled, rational, ambitious, respected. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. So a lot of things that are happening in Aries, they really get moving in Taurus. And our last card is an Archangel energy card, so this is really, really strong. Archangel Azrael, and this is peace. That would be lovely. I would love Taurus. I would love Aries to end with Taurus beginning on a note of peace. That would be so lovely, wouldn't it? Now, Archangel Azrael. So remember Azrael's name. Release the past. And we've talked about a lot of that. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. Now, one thing before we go on to our individual readings. I love this one, and so this is kind of like the end of, so that would be sometime in the end of April to the beginning of, the end of Aries season to the beginning of Taurus season. I think that would be lovely. But again, it's letting go of that past. It's, there's a lot of healing. Remember that Three of Swords, I think it was, or three. And there goes a card down there, but let's see what we have here. And let me go pick that card up. Excuse me. So what crystal or energy might be good for us? And I should have this too. I don't know that this is it. It just kind of looks like it. So anyway, Aragon, star clusters, earth healing, which we need, grounding, stress relief, and vitality. So we've got a lot of energy. So when I was talking about releasing the past, a lot of that has to happen with that 3 of air, which is the 3 of swords. Also that 6 of water. Now, lots of things happening, lots of really good energy, no matter where we're living. Again, too, I will go back to the words that I heard from higher power, and I'm reading it up here. It's up to you to claim your own personal power. No one else will do it for you. Give your fear to your higher power. Guardian angel, your spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, your archangel, whoever that is for you. Life is to be lived. Let go of stinking thinking. Oh, things are never going to get better. Da, da, da. No, we have to put out the positive energies, okay? And, okay, flying high is risky, but so is living. Live and let live. So that's what we've got right now as our overview. And now we will start our individual readings. Hello, my Sagittariuses, and welcome to Aries season. Okay, now I've talked about the different energies on the introduction. I've also talked about the King, Knight, and Page energy, the underlying energy. The Queens I did not talk about, I don't think, and that has the underlying energy of water, and that would be your Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, fluid, very emotional. So let's see what we have for my Sagittariuses during Aries season. I feel good about it. Here we go. Here we go, go, go. 1, 2, 3. 3 cards, all face down. Reversed, 2 reversed. We talked about that also. Let's see what we have for my Saggies now. First card up, 2 of fire. 2s, decisions, joining together, fire your sign. This is about some decisions. This is about also, I do feel that this is you making your own way. Actually, in many ways, while a 2 comes together, I feel like it's kind of like, hey, if you want to be with me, you better catch up to me. Okay? And again, relationships, work, job, career, personal, intimate, interpersonal, family, or home. I feel you leading the pack. I feel you being the one to go forward, and you're telling them, you catch up to me now. Maybe I've been walking with you, maybe I've been following you, and now it's time for me to lead. I'm speaking as you, my Sagittariuses, and I do feel this is you, kind of even going into some unknown places. Unknown risks, unknown situations. I'm not saying never put yourself at risk, but life, as we were talking about in the beginning, life in itself is a risk. Okay, so I feel like you you being very adventurous. I feel like Aries season is opening up a new adventure for you. So that could be, what is that going to be? Could it be a new job? Of course, any of those relationships, new travel, I just feel that there's a lot of new, and I feel adventures coming for you, my Sagittariuses. Here we are. You've come into your own. New partnerships or contacts continue to move forward. Here we go. Next card up. 10 of fire. Now this is extremely funny because whether it be in this card or in the other Bradley Valentine deck, Aries and Leo got the 10 of fire. Okay, or was it the 10 of Gabriel also too? So both of them, every one of the fire signs have gotten the 10s of fire. Now, 10s, 1, 0, transitioning you forward, moving you forward. 1 plus 0, 1, new start, new beginning. But this is all about being busier. This is get your roller skates on. Things are happening now. Now, the thing is about that for my fire signs is we love that. Now, there's no challenge that we can't handle. We do need to make sure that we take care of ourselves as we do this, okay? And I'm going to say, don't overextend. Don't commit yourself to something that, don't overextend, okay? I'm not saying not to stretch yourself, because I do feel that this 2 of fire, this new adventure, is about stretching yourself, stretching your talents. And this isn't to be afraid of doing that. Just watch the things that you promise, okay? Because this is going to be some busy time, and you may promise to go one direction for somebody. You may promise to finish a project, and then something better just comes along and you're like, oh, but I promised, I made a commitment. And it's like I made a commitment and I can't back away from that. So I think that if there's commitments involved for this season, be hesitant, okay? I'm not, be hesitant about giving your word, okay? Because like I said, I think that a commitment, somebody wants you to commit to something, and I do even feel that they may know something you don't know, and because you commit yourself, you can't go down this other adventure, this other opportunity, okay? Too much work, accept help from others, life is out of balance, stress-related health concerns. Take care of yourself during this time. Your last card here is the Eight of Earth. Eight's unlimited opportunities, infinite possibilities. Earth is, of course, it's our Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, things, tangible energy, things that can happen, making things happen, opportunities coming for you. And what is that? What is it that you hold dear, my Sagittarius? What is it that you have been wanting in your gut, in your soul, in that, this is a possibility to things to happen, okay? Again, adventure. I feel like you are, and again, it's you are leading the pack. You are telling them to catch up to you for a change. You try to help the other people, but this, and it's not that you're not, but I think you're learning that sometimes to help others, they have to learn to help themselves. Okay? This is like you taking things, okay, we're going to go into my metaphors, taking the reins in your hand, guiding those horses, getting where you need to go. And, and it's like the world is your oyster. Here we go. Skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. Now, John Holland, clarification, or just a little bit more information. So we have a 2, 10, and an 8. So we have 2, 1, 0, 8. The numbers aren't really jumping at me. So let's see what else we might have coming up. Yeah, I love this for you. I love this. Adventure time. Adventure. And again, it's, I see you kind of, taking the trip on your own. If it's a trip, it's like you kind of, it's, what is it? Carpe diem. Carpe diem. Seize the day. Here we are. Okay, I don't know if these are reversed or not. Let's see. First card is, okay, here we are. Solar plexus chakra. Chakras are energy sources. So we go from our root or base chakra to our heart. So there's the root, there's the sacral, there's the solar plexus, and then there's the heart. These are more natural, physical type of, energy sources. We go from the heart again, then we have our throat, third eye, and our crown, okay? And there's more chakras, but those are our main ones. These go to more of our supernatural or metaphysical energies, and the heart kind of goes between both of them. The sacral chakra, now we have a 3 here, so there is a power in 3, power, celestial type of energy, too, with a 3. Sacral is kind of like your negotiations. What can you live with? Your integrity type of energy. That also works a little bit with your sacral too. There's kind of a little bit of a bridging with that too. But the solar plexus is really doing what needs to be done, but knowing that it has to be done with integrity. Okay? So whatever, again, and that would go with what I was saying about the commitment, wouldn't it? So be careful about what you commit to during Aries season. Really be careful about that. Because, I'm not telling you to run from commitment. I'm just saying, give yourself some wiggle room to get out of it if you can. Okay, next card is wisdom. So here we have a 5. So that is the whole, the whole think things through. Don't necessarily jump off the ship into the water. Make sure if you're jumping off that there's a lifeboat or something there. Wisdom, there's the sun shining, there's the book of wisdom. So there's like, look at everything. Of course, connect with your higher power, guardian angels, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, your archangels, if any come to you. Make sure that you're doing things again with your integrity, but also, think things through also. Okay. Next card is, here we are, reversed. So here we have a 2. So we have a 2 and a 2. It's still not getting too many vibes, but this does talk about movement. Okay, so did I show you wisdom here? Let me show you wisdom. There's wisdom. Anyway, this is movement, choices, and decisions. So here we are. We have movement, we have decisions, we have choices here. You know, again, do it with integrity. Make your choices with integrity, what you can live with. You know, think about things. I don't even know. You know, thinking can be very quick. It's like, no, I've already thought about it. Nope, we're not doing it. Or yes, I've already thought about it. Watch out for your commitments. And I keep getting that commitments. But watch out for what you commit to, because there's going to be more choices than what's being offered to you. Okay? Now, I will tell you, if it's a job and you need a job, then take the job. Okay? Remember, you know, and yes, you know, if you need a job, and if a better job comes along and it's something you really, really wanted, just think about it. I mean, the company, and I hate to say this, but it's true. This is true. The company has no problem letting you go. Okay? The company has no problem with disconnecting or severing the relationship with you. So, you know, if you haven't started the job, you know, you may want to just say, you know, I really wanted your job, but, you know, can't take it now. Be honest, though. Tell them why. You know, this job offers me more opportunity. This job offers me more money, whatever that is. Words of advice with Osha Zen Tarot. Here we are. 1, 2, and 3. And I think this one's reversed. I'm trying to learn the backs of these. Here we go. First card up is intensity. Well, yeah, this is going to be a very strong energy for you. You're going to be, you know, again, I feel you wanting this movement, you wanting this adventure, you wanting to try these new things. You just kind of, like I said, people may not even be able to keep up with you. Okay? So not only are you taking the lead, it's kind of like your marathon. You know, if you were in a 30-mile, 30K marathon, it's like you just run, you just take over. You just win the race. This is going to be really pushing you forward really strong. Here we go. Be aware of that. Be aware of that. Again, that goes to the 10 of fire. You're going to be busy. It's going to be an intense time. Here we are. New vision. Now this one does have a number. It's a 12. So we have that 10. We had, you know, 10 energy here. Plus a 2 energy here. 12. You know, 1 plus 2, 3. We had that 3 energy also. Didn't we have a 3 energy? Yeah, 3 energy here. So this is, again, you know, I said it's a new adventure, new time, new place. Are you going to be open for that? You may not be. You may say, no, you know what, Deb? I'd rather just stay. I'm in a good place right now, and that's all good for you. But then, even if you're in a good place, things will still be happening for you, because it can't not happen. Okay? New vision. Anyway, let's go on to the last card. And we have a 3 again. So we have how many 3s? We have the 1 and, okay. Experiencing. Experiencing is living. You know, and I said in the beginning, live your life. That's, you know, and the best advice is to live your life, and live your life knowing, you know, this is your life. You know, there may be reincarnation. There's a lot of anecdotal information that suggests it, you know, but this is the life that you're going to be living. You know, you're going to have to, you know, these are the lessons that you need to learn, you need to experience, you need to live, okay? So, but it's going to be intense, and it may take you down a path that you may not recognize, okay? But I do feel good about it. I feel it's adventure. It's adventure time for you. Here we go, my Archangel Power Tarot cards. 1, 2, and 3. Again, got to find a place for these cards. Here we are. Reversed. Page of Raphael. Talked about page energy. Raphael is water energy, fluid, emotional. So there is something to do with the job, something to do with an opportunity, something to do with the relationships, a new relationship entering into your life, and that you're going to really think about possibly jumping in on. Here we are. This is gentle, loving, dreamy, open-hearted. A new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations. Great intuitive insight. So be prepared, especially around that full moon, for some intuition to guide you, okay? Next card, Ace of Gabriel. Aces are ones, new beginnings, new starts. Gabriel is your energy, fire energy, new passions, new starts, new positions, new opportunities. And that kind of goes along with everything that we're talking about. A gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration, the chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. And again, I go back to what I got with the Two of Fire, adventure. Last card reversed, Epiphany. Now, did we have any nines in here before? No. Nines have a completion, a finality type of energy. It's like, this is where it needs to be. This is where you need to be. Epiphany is light bulb. It's like, oh my gosh, I understand. Now, do we understand everything? No, not at all. I once said, why can't I know more, to asking higher power? And the answer was very simple. If I gave you more, you'd never leave your bed. So things get revealed to us as they need to get revealed, okay? Because if you know too much, like I said, you'd never, it would be too overwhelming. Not because things were going to be bad, it would just be too much to know. But Epiphany is also light bulb. So, joy through spiritual growth, be a light to others because you're leading all of them. Answers that come through meditation. This is Archangel Raziel. Now, I'm going to pull one from my guardian angels, and these are very sweet, kind cards. They're a little wordy, so let's see what we have here. So while they're good to to meditate on, they're not necessarily for readings such as what we're doing. But to pull one, they are good for that. Here we go. This is Rodley Valentine, reversed. Organization. So this would be the Emperor, okay? And there we have our 4 again. Your plans are on target and everything will flow more smoothly if you add a little organization and discipline to your methods. The key to success is to allow your creativity to be gently guided by logic. Be open to asking for help from someone very intellectual or seek out a mentor. And didn't we have something about mentors here? I don't know, was that the mentor? Nope. Anyway, so organization. And now, this one, we'll see what crystal or energy will be helpful for my Sagittariuses. You've got an amazing and Aries season coming up. Now, do we have, we all have challenges, of course we do, but this is amazing. I love this. I love the adventure with this. It's just, and I love you taking the lead. Here we go. This one is reversed. Sapphire. I like sapphires too. I don't have sapphires, but channeled wisdom, psychic ability, self-expression, destiny. And that goes back to that 2 of Fire. See, a 2 of Fire, it seems so small, but it had such a big impact. Now, let's go here. My Sagittarius is really strong stuff. I love it for you. I hope you liked the reading. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It does help, and I thank you. More importantly, my Sagittariuses, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.